Brothers and sisters of Uganda, when the United Nations raises its voice to warn about an election, when international bodies begin to whisper concerns about a nation's democratic process, it is not because they care more than you do about your future. No, it is because the signs are already written on the wall, and the world has seen this story before. The question is not whether the storm is coming. The storm is already here. The question is whether you will face it standing together or divided against each other. Let me tell you something from my heart. I speak to you not as a president, not as a leader from another land, but as an African brother who has watched our continent bleed too many times because old men refused to let go of power and young people paid the price with their blood. I speak to you as someone who understands what it means when a generation finally says, enough is enough. You see, my brothers and sisters, what is happening in Uganda right now, we have seen it before. We have seen it in my own Burkina Faso. We have seen it across West Africa, across East Africa, across the Sahel, across this beautiful continent that refuses to learn from its own wounds. There is a formula, a pattern that repeats itself like a curse we cannot break. First comes the tension. You feel it in the air, in the way people whisper instead of speak, in the way soldiers appear on corners where children used to play. Then comes the repression. Opposition leaders are targeted. Journalists who ask questions find themselves in dark rooms. Human rights defenders become enemies of the state. Young people who dream of something different are called agents of foreign powers. Then the violence begins. Not always with guns, not always with blood at first. Sometimes it is the violence of silence, the violence of fear, the violence of an internet that suddenly stops working because they do not want you to see what is happening in your own country. The violence of peaceful assemblies broken up by security forces who are supposed to protect you, not intimidate you. And then comes the day. But by then, my brothers and sisters, by then it is not a choice anymore. It is a ritual. It is a ceremony where everyone already knows the ending. And the only question is how many people will pretend not to see the truth. The United Nations Human Rights Office has warned you. They have told you that your election is being held in an environment of widespread repression and intimidation. They have told the world that opposition politicians and their supporters are being targeted by security